All right, it is Friday night. Woohoo! And you know what else? We got a good new release today. Well, any new release day is a good day. But we have Dynasty Baseball today. That's always so much fun. It's not a lot of cards, we all know that, but the cards you get are usually pretty awesome. So we will open a case of Dynasty Baseball here in a few minutes, and that is super fast. That break goes really quickly, as you might imagine. And then behind that, we will open another case of Obsidian football, which we had fantastic luck with the other night. Hopefully, will be more the same tonight, I imagine. Before we get started ripping into things, though, we have a little information to go over, so let's get started with that. Also, there are some unpaid teams sitting out there right now. If you are one of those people and you have not yet paid for your teams, now is the time to do that. Excuse me, so that you hang on to your teams, so that they're not sold, that kind of thing. So if that is you, please jump in there and take care of your payment. So first up, guys, feedback. A note to let you know I have it completely automated on eBay, and that's really just, so you don't ever have to wait on me. So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get it in return. Of course, the second part of that message is way more important, and that's to let you know that I appreciate you saying thanks for bidding and breaking and chatting and hanging out with me. We are taking a look right now at breaks that are listed on eBay. This is the stuff that's already up and available for bidding that we're going to be breaking over the next 5 days. So tomorrow night, it is a full case of Leaf Autograph full-size football helmets, a half case of 2015 black gold football. That's the back half of a case we started earlier this week, and blah, 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 and a half case of 2018-19 flawless collegiate basketball. That is also the back half of a case that we started earlier this week. Sunday, we're doing mixers all the way around. So we're going to do a Topps Strata football mixer. That'll be a product from 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. Then we're going to do an 8-box NBA basketball mixer, and that's products from 2012-13 up through 27-18. And of course, again, refer to the description on each of those and those mixer breaks, and it'll give you a lot more information about specifically what products are included in that, okay? On Monday night, we will open a second case of Dynasty Baseball and a third case of Obsidian football. Tuesday night is an off night. And Wednesday night, we got a lot of new stuff coming out on Wednesday. We will open an 8-box inner case of Playbook football, a 12-box case of Leaf Metal Draft baseball. I think that is 6 hits a box. I'd have to double check it, but I think it's 6. Of course, you guys know Leaf. It's all, on-card autographed, usually a very nice product. And then the other thing that comes out Wednesday is Elite Extra Edition Baseball. So that's Panini's answer basically to Bowman, okay? So it's prospecting from Panini. Mostly prospects you're going to find in there. And note that Team USA and the International/Dominican Players League cards, they have their own bidding spots. So just FYI. Here's what you need to know about the breaks tonight. Topps Dynasty Baseball will be first. Obsidian Football is going to be second. And Topps Dynasty, of course, is a free shipping break. I always project the free shipping breaks to go out 6 or 7 days after an auction ends. So that means it will go out no later than Friday the 14th, a week from today. However, this is very few cards in this break, so, almost certainly it's going to go out sooner than that. But again, that's the way the free shipping stuff is always projected. Paid shipping break for tonight, that is Obsidian football, will be out the door to you no later than Tuesday the 11th, and most likely sooner than that. Consolation cards really shouldn't come into play for Obsidian, but they might for Dynasty. Here's what it means to you in Dynasty. If your team is not pulled, which the majority are not going to be pulled in the Dynasty break, you are still entitled to a consolation card for your team. It can be from any year and any series, and I keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period. Because it is a free shipping break, I normally just hang on to those consolation cards until the next time you have a package that ships out. At that point, I gather them all up and I send them out with that package. If you are in that dynasty break and you don't want to have it done that way, which is, you know, the typical way, holding it and shipping it with the next package, you want it sent right away, just send me a message on eBay. You let me know, and we will get you taken care of. So first up tonight is a 5-box case of 2018 Dynasty Baseball. Full case break, break number 1. Of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Friday night, the 7th of December. You will find the team names on the left, your name up in lights across from your team on the right-hand side. We do have 3 teams that have no hits in here. And I found that out kind of late. So those of you who it affects, that's the Marlins, the Rays, and the Blue Jays. I reached out to all of you by way of messages. We chatted about it. Everything's cool, kosher. We're good there. And for break number 2, I did go in and cancel the auctions for those 3 teams after finding out that they've got no hits in the product. So that's the deal there. And if you are here for Obsidian, of course, a new spreadsheet will go up before we start the Obsidian break. So just be hanging out here for a couple minutes. And you saw the background went out of focus there. I did that on purpose. I don't use autofocus. You're going to be able to see everything, though. I know it looks a little blurry back there now, but not to worry. We're going to be looking at cards up much closer. And guys, give me 1 second. I'm looking here to see what is still setting unpaid so that I can kind of get a grip here as to what, if anything, we might need to sell out of this break. If eBay would cooperate with me, that would be immensely helpful. And right now it doesn't seem to want to do that for some reason. Every time I try to get to what is awaiting payment, it doesn't want to let me go there. I don't know why. I may have to get up and walk into the office. For some reason, it's acting really dumb right now. And I'm not sure why. Try one more time. While I'm waiting for that to load, let's see who's in chat. So Corey is here. Hi, Corey. Jay Allen is here. Oh, Corey, you're headed to Arizona. That's a good idea. That's smart. Dawn is here. Corey, I don't know yet about what teams might be available. I'm kind of waiting to see. And now finally we have managed to get eBay to cooperate, so I'm waiting to get this to load. And it looks like everything actually has been paid now for Dynasty, with the exception of 1 team, and that is somebody I know really well, and we're not going to worry about that one. However, we may have a team in Obsidian, possibly, but we'll check that after we do Dynasty and see what happens there, okay? In the meantime, let's get started on this while I finish up looking at chat there. So anyhow, and so what else we got going on? Corey, I think Arizona would be a good choice for you, man. That'd be a better place to spend the winter than Alaska anyway. You know how I feel about that cold weather. Greg is here too. Hi, Greg. And you said, oh, Greg, you are rooting for the Steelers? What in the world? You never root for my Pittsburgh Steelers. That's super unusual, Greg. So there's our empty case, just the, you know, top and bottom panels, because it's expensive. They make sure these little boxes don't get crushed. That's kind of the deal there. And, yeah, they take good care of us usually on making sure that Dynasty comes out nice, even if the case gets crushed up, which sometimes happens, you know. Ricky is here. Hi, Ricky. How are you? You go by group break hits? All right, well, if I can group break myself out of this box, that'd be helpful. I couldn't get the box to slide out. Ay, ay, ay. Griffin's here. Hi, Griffin. And, Don, you are right about everywhere's been cold, I think. You said New York's been too cold. I think everywhere has been kind of too cold lately. And then this big stupid winter storm getting ready to move through. Although, according to the latest track, I think it's now going to go south of me. So I'm kind of happy about that. Yeah, Greg, I do know they play the Patriots. And I know that you don't like the Patriots. I just did not know that you don't like the Patriots more than you don't like the Steelers. Did that make sense? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that made sense. I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know if I got it out. Jay Allen, you're going to like this product. Dynasty is always just a fantastic product. It's always nice, low numbered hits and all encased and everything. Of course, Jacob deGrom here is numbered to 10. Got the nice 3-color relic and always the hard signed autographs, or I say always, it should be always. And it is just the 1 per box. I'm sure probably everybody in this break, or most everybody in this break, has been in one of these before, so you guys know what's what. Next out, we have for the Indians a little Francisco Lindor, and Francisco is numbered to 5. Another fantastic looking relic, of course, and our signature coming out for Cleveland. Forgot to show you the empty. You all know I like to show you empty. I see you can tell I'm tired today, can't you? I said y'all are. Corey, you got in a flawless break today, huh? And hit, man, a lot of stuff. It sounds like that is fairly impressive, a haul there. Dustin Pedroia is out next. That is numbered to 5. That is part of the sock in the Red Sox. Now, we've had some cool Red Sox logos this year, including one that got most of the logo on a patch for us. That's also pretty nice. But honestly, that one, I can't remember the product it was in, but that's the one we had earlier this year was, I think, very likely the nicest Red Sox patch I'd ever seen in my life. But we're just about to see something that is going to put me right over the edge. It is my man, Hank Aaron. Oh, you know how I love that. And, hello, could that be a 1 of 1? Why, yes, it is. Imagine that. Mr. Hank Aaron, I am in love with this card. And you know what is up with Topps this year? They're bringing Hank out for the Brewers in a lot of different products, including, obviously, this one. Yeah, so that's kind of crazy, right? Milwaukee Brewers, he only played there like maybe, 1 season towards the end of his career, maybe 2. And this is, we had another product this year where we had Hank Aaron's coming out for the Brewers like crazy. So, yeah, insanity, right? Last out is Alex Bregman, and Alex is numbered to 10 for the Houston Astros. So, how about that? Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Griffin, you were asking what's a fair price on a Saquon Barkley case die cut card to 100. You know what? I don't know. I haven't priced that. Does anybody else know the answer to that? If you do, you can type it into chat there and help Griffin out with it. Brennan, I do like the Cincinnati Reds. Anthony, this is going to be your first Obsidian break coming up. Nice. Obsidian is a really cool product, so you're going to be very happy with that. Ricky, I like your train of thought there, man. That's a nice try. Were the Brewers ever in Seattle? I hear you. All right, so let's recap here out of Dynasty. This is the nice Alex Bregman to 10 for the Houston Astros. The beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Hank Aaron 1 of 1 for the Milwaukee Brewers. You've got the nice patches up there, of course, the hard signed autograph. And I bet you that the Brewers probably went fairly low tonight because you know what? Not as many of them on the checklist as some of the other teams, but boy, you got your money's worth on it tonight. Dustin Pedroia, numbered to 5. That is, of course, the Red Sox. Francisco Lindor, numbered to 5 for the Indians. And last but not least, it was the Mets with Jacob deGrom to 10 was our first out tonight on Dynasty. So for those of you who haven't been involved with that product before, I know there are a few of you that are saying, hey, you haven't done a lot with that product before. Cruise around through some of the completed auctions on eBay, and you'll be amazed at what some of the prices for Dynasty bring, especially if you happen to end up hitting, one of the hot rookies. Yeah, I mean, it would be, if you hit Ohtani out here, it would be madness, complete madness. All right, I'm going to let you all look at that for a second while I cruise back over here and see where we are in regard to payment on this team. So it's still sitting out here. My question is, I cannot remember. I need to see. I got to check this user ID. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I can't remember. And somebody's bid with me a lot, and for whatever reason, I don't connect their user ID. So I just want to check something here, please. And we'll see whether or not then this team is going to find a new home, or if I'm going to let this ride for a minute. And it looks like they have bid with me before recently, and maybe is this one of the, this might be one of the time zone issues. I'm not quite sure. Maybe. All right, so I guess we are going to be moving on with Obsidian. It is somebody who has bid with me before, so we'll let it rock and roll and ride and see where we end up, okay? So you probably saw this a minute ago, or you've certainly seen it by now, but basically it's telling you this, that Dynasty will be out on the way to you no later than Friday a week from today, but it's only 5 cards, so realistically it's going to be on the way to you much, much faster than that. And the paid shipping break tonight, Obsidian should be out the door to you no later than Tuesday. Hopefully sooner, but shouldn't be any later than that. This is going to be a 12-box break of 2018 Obsidian football. It is a full case break. It is break number 2. Of course, it also ended tonight on eBay the 7th of December. You've got the team names on the left. Your name is up in lights across from your team if you are the lucky winning bidder. And Obsidian is so awesome. I know somebody in here said they hadn't broken it yet before, but yeah, it's so awesome. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Fishman. Hi, Fishman. You know, we did pull some decent Steelers out of Obsidian the other day. Yeah, so, and I see that you had to pay a little bit more for them tonight, didn't you? Everybody's getting the memo that Obsidian's a nice product, I guess. Maybe it's going up. It's price is going up a little bit, maybe. I know it is going up to buy it, because I tried to buy more. We do have more, a couple more cases on hand, but I tried to buy more because I personally really like it and thought, I wouldn't mind having a few extra. Oh no, they already shot the price way up. Brennan, I'm with you. I think Joey Votto is fantastic, but my all-time favorite Cincinnati Red ever is Johnny Bench. And Johnny Bench and Hank Aaron are my 2 all-time favorite players ever. So pulling out that little one-of-one Johnny Bench while ago, or Johnny Bench, that one-of-one Hank Aaron while ago, really kind of made my night, too. No, Hank Aaron was not a Brave. I mean, it quite clearly said on the card, Milwaukee Brewers. I'll be happy to show it to you again, but it is not a Brave. If it had said Milwaukee Braves, which is the former Atlanta Braves, then yes. But as I mentioned when we looked at the card originally, he did, of course, play for the Brewers the last year or 2 of his career, and it does quite clearly say Milwaukee Brewers on it. Cards are always going to go to the teams that are designated on the card, right? So, yeah, the Hank Aaron is not a Brave. It is a Milwaukee Brewer. Yeah, Corey, that is going to be probably a pretty good return on investment. You're quite right about that. You guys know I'm big on ROI and this sort of stuff where you can buy in kind of low and get some awesome stuff out of it. Jay Allen, you need 10 Titans in this. Well, that's quite a very specific number. Is there a reason you need 10 in particular? You gonna do some stocking stuffers or something? What's happening there? Corey, you're out of here tonight. All right. Well, hey, I'm glad you stopped in, man. I'm sorry that you are that you're not feeling better and still having some problems, but maybe when you get down to Arizona, it's gonna help it a little bit. Okay. Maybe the warmer weather and a drier climate and that sort of thing will help you out here, hopefully. Latchman, you said you didn't like Obsidian the other day. You'll see if you like it today. I think that means you didn't get any hits you liked the last time, right? Is that what that means? Yeah. So what teams do you have tonight? let's try to get some mojo working for you as well. Yeah, Fishman, it didn't go up much. You're right. It was just a little bit more than you paid the other night, but not too awfully much. Greg says Christmas gifts. Well, Jay Allen, yes, you could have said that you want all the cards, but I don't think it would be a very likely scenario whereby you would pull every card. So I think 10's a nice number to shoot for. Oh my gosh, Fishman, okay, I know, I saw that the Carolinas were going to get crushed, man. So you're in North Carolina and they're calling for 12 inches of snow for you tomorrow. See, they were originally saying we might get snow. Then they said we might get freezing rain. Then they said we were going to get a wintry mix. Now today they seem to have updated it and basically said that we're not going to get anything. It's all moved, looks like south of me. So you're going to get slammed, and I think I am kind of barely going to escape it. I hope. I really hope. I do not want any 12 inches of snow. I'll tell you that right now. For sure. All right, Latchman, you've got the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay. Okay. Oh, Brennan, that's nice. Thank you, man. Brennan says he likes our break videos. Well, I appreciate that, Brennan. Thank you. I'm glad to have you. Greg, you're giving out your address. Is Santa going to drop you something down your chimney? What's happening there, man? What's going on there with that? Okay, so guys, everything in Obsidian is numbered. We learned this the other day. So our base cards, the whole shebang, the whole break, it's all numbered. First up is numbered to 25. That is Rasheem Green for the Seahawks. Next up, we haven't seen him in a while, Troy Fumagalli for the Broncos. He is numbered to 75. We used to see him a lot more at the first of the year, but not much recently. So, Terry Bradshaw, yeah, baby, for my Steelers. That one is numbered to, oh, I thought that said, yeah, it does say 100. I was like, does it say 180? No, 100 was correct. Fishman, you have 14 days off? Dang, man, that's nice. Roger Craig for the 49ers. That is our first autograph hit. That is numbered to 50. I forgot to say this part, but guys, it can be relics or autographs or some combination thereof. There are 4 of them per box. Malik Jefferson to 100 for the Cincinnati Bengals. And look at this. We hit Saquon Barkley out of the last one. Sorry, out of the last one as well. That one was also die cut. It was a case hit. This one is a nice big relic. So the Giants are off to a pretty good start with a gigantic patch from your man Saquon Barkley. And here come the Broncos, numbered to 50. It is Deshaun Hamilton. Nice 2-color patch and signature on that one. Jay Allen, I'm sure you would rather that I have the snow here in Kentucky, but I would much rather you have the snow down there in South Carolina. And you and Fishman in North Carolina, you all can have the snow this time. I'm sure I'll get plenty of it before the stupid winter is over, but I don't want it, but I probably will get it. Anthony, you are looking for a Bo Jackson 1 of 1. Ooh, man, that's some tough one right there. Kalen Ballage, numbered to 25 for the Dolphins. But I will fire up the mojo for you, Anthony, and I will see if I can, well, I'll see if I can not split all my sleeves open, but I will also see if we can find you a Bo Jackson. 1 of 1, man, though, that's kind of a tough ask. That's to 75, Cam Newton and the Panthers. But then again, that is what we're here for, right? The tough ask. Mike Gesicki and the Dolphins, that is numbered to 100. Oh, you know I love some throwback ink. This is numbered to 100 for the Browns with Ozzie Newsome. Little Hall of Famer from Cleveland. Next out is John Kelly, your rookie for the Rams. That is numbered 250. Oh, Don, yeah, this is your first Obsidian break. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with this product when we first opened it, which was Wednesday night. That's the day it came out. I fell in love with it instantly. This is one of the nicest products I've seen Panini put out in a long time. Numbered to 35, you have a nice tricolor patch, cutting edge die cut for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. The Bengals, who had a bit of a rough go of it in case number 1, are off to a good start here. In case number 2, you have Mark Walton to 50. Yeah, Fishman, who told me? Somebody told me this, the Big Ben 1 of 1 they saw come out of a break of this already, didn't they? Didn't somebody tell us that the other night? Wasn't that you? Somebody did. Somebody said Big Ben 1 of 1s come out somewhere. Thomas, we did do Dynasty already. Yeah, it's such a quick break, Thomas. That one does not take us long at all to do. What team did you have? If you want to know, okay? If you want to know whether or not you hit, tell us what team you have. If you don't want to know, then we'll try not to spoil it for you. That is to 75 for the Kansas City Chiefs with Derek Nottie. Walton is a rookie. Yeah, for sure. Mark Walton. See that little RC designation down there below his name, but he is, yeah, for sure a rookie. Deron Payne, that is the Redskins, numbered to 75. They are rapidly running out of quarterbacks there in Washington. Jamon Moore for the Green Bay Packers, that is numbered to 100. Mercifully, that is not signed. You all know how I hate his dumb signature with just that stupid J in the dot. Although, if you're a Packer, I want you to pull something, so I'm going to pull for you to get one signed, but I'd rather you get a different player signed. Case Keenum, numbered to 5 for the Denver Broncos. Very nice. Very, very nice. Packers, I'd rather you get like Aaron Rodgers or something than Jamon Moore. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, we have a Baker Mayfield relic coming out for the Browns. We need to find a little Baker Mayfield ink for you, but your relic is numbered to 100. And, of course, that was die cut. You probably noticed that. Demaryius Thomas, numbered to 25 with a nice looking patch for the Denver Broncos. Brennan, are you asking me if I like Notre Dame? I'm guessing that's what you mean by ND, but I'm not for sure if you're asking me about Notre Dame or if you're asking me about something else, so you might have to clarify that for my poor old feeble brain. Rashad Penny, numbered to 50 for the Seattle Seahawks. And pretty much we know that that the Seahawks have been hitting pretty well this year, and a lot of them are Rashad Penny. Every once in a while we get a Shaquem Griffin, and I'm always happy when we do that. All right, Thomas, we'll try not to spoil it for you then. We'll leave it wait for you and not spoil it by telling you what what got pulled. Here is Terrell Edmonds for the Pittsburgh Steelers, numbered to 50. Sam Hubbard comes out for the Cincinnati Bengals, also numbered to 50, coincidentally. Don, you said you hope Sanchez kills it. Rasheem Green, numbered to 100 for the Seahawks. It would probably be good because as it stands right now, I mean, every time you hear his name, aren't you like me? Don't you just hear Mark Sanchez and think of the butt fumble? I mean, really, for real, don't you? I think everybody does. I don't know how he would ever erase that from history, frankly. As in, like, the first thing you think of when you think of him. Numbered to 25, it's Patrick Chung and the Patriots. Yeah, he would probably have to, like, win the Super Bowl for that not to be the first thing you think of when you think of him. Numbered to 50, it is Jaleel Scott and the Ravens. Oh, Latchman, I think this product likes you. It's, you know, we got a ways to go yet. We're going to try to conjure something up for you. We are. Here comes DJ Moore. That is numbered to 100 for the Carolina Panthers with a die-cut relic. Josh Rosen to 25. Is this going to be signed? Because if it is, that's going to make you really happy if you have Arizona. And it is, woohoo, Arizona Cardinals. 225 with Josh Rosen. So Brennan, you are asking me about Notre Dame. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any problems with Notre Dame one way or the other. Like, I don't follow them super closely. We used to play them in basketball, and by we, I mean UK. That's where I went to school and graduated from the University of Kentucky. And we used to play Notre Dame a lot in basketball. And when we did, I followed Notre Dame a lot more than I do now, honestly. This is Dante Pettis. That is for the Niners. It is numbered to 75. Don, you're a Jets fan. You know what? The Jets have been kind of fun to watch this year. Well, they were earlier in the year. Dallas Goedert to 75 for the Eagles. And I like your kid, Darnold. And I know he's had a little bit of a rough go of it, but they've got nobody helping him. You know, they need to plug in some talent around him, and he's going to be fine. That's numbered to 100, Jordy Nelson and the Raiders. Immaculate is always an awesome product. Yes, for sure it is, Dawn. Neil Smith, numbered to 75 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Alvin Kamara, that is numbered to what? 100. I'm blind. And Atomic Materials, and it kind of just blends in, doesn't it? A little bit. A little bit. The Bengals hit again. Joe Mixon, numbered to 25 with a little relic. So you guys know what I found in Target today? I had to take my mom to a doctor's appointment, so I had a little time to kill. So I went wandering around thinking I might find some Prism basketball retail, which hit today, which I did find a little, but not much. But what I did find in Target, oh yeah, some Contenders football already out. That is to 100. It is Christian Kirk in the Arizona Cardinals. So you've got both your good rookies out already for Arizona. So yeah, I've got a couple of little value boxes or mega boxes or whatever we're calling them these days for Contenders football that I picked up today. How sweet is that? I liked it. I liked it. Brennan, you're out of here? All right, man. Well, thanks for stopping by, Brennan. I'm glad to have you. As far as the way the cards look, Dawn, I love the look of this. It is numbered to 25 for the Steelers. I think it has a very modern feel to it. It's obviously kind of a high-end tech kind of look, for lack of a better word. That's to 50, Marvin Jones and the Lions. And I love the look of this, but it's also hard to not like Immaculate. Juju Smith-Schuster to 100 for the Steelers. I mean, they're completely different products, obviously a completely different look, but the relics and things that you can get out of Immaculate are really just almost unequaled. Maybe National Treasures can beat it in terms of relics sometimes, but honestly, flawless. I mean, I like Immaculate and Impeccable and National Treasures every bit as well as I like Flawless. Charles Haley, that is a nice hit for the Cowboys. Again, I know it's a little throwback ink, but I happen to like that, and that is numbered to 100. And if you've got the Cowboys, I expect you're fairly happy with that. Here comes Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills, numbered to 50. I was trying to get that signed for you, but it came up a relic. My mojo didn't work it on that one, did it? Some of these are thicker than others. So like the base cards and some of the smaller ones are probably like a 75 point. This is Hayden Hurst for the Ravens. Others are more like a 120, 130. So there's a couple of different size cards in here, thickness-wise. Sony Michel to 100. Nice hit if you've got the Patriots this evening. They're definitely, none of them are like a standard size trading card. They're at least going to be 55 or 75, somewhere in that neighborhood, thickness-wise. So, but all of the Immaculate cards are thick. not all of the cards in this are, you know, 120s, 130s. So kind of a little hybrid. Uh-oh. Yuck. We got a hit replaced by a points card. Boo. But you know what that does probably mean? Probably means that we're going to have a really big hit in here somewhere. Or I shouldn't say really big, but I think we'll probably have a fairly good hit in here somewhere before we're over with, since we pulled that. Number to 50, Joe Montana and the 49ers. Blake Bortles coming out for the Jacksonville Jags. That is to 75. Richie James and the 49ers. That's to 100. Yeah, Don, it's hard to have old school Bengals, isn't it? I mean, you've got some that, like, I wouldn't mind if you pulled, I mean, there's a couple you could think of that you could pull. Not too many. But Chad Johnson comes to mind. Of course, he changed his name to Chad Ochocinco, but I would prefer the original Chad Johnson autograph type thing. Number to 100, that is Royce Freeman and the Broncos. Well, let's have a Broncos party. This box likes the Broncos because here comes Cortland Sutton to 100. So you get a couple of back-to-back autographs there for the Broncos. We're going to bring the Falcons in on things, numbered to 100 with a relic for Freeman. Oh, yeah. See, Don, you probably were typing that in right as I was saying it about Chad Johnson. Chad Ochocinco. But, I mean, you have some good players now, but old school wise, it is kind of tough to come up with a lot of old school Bengals that you would, like, look back and say, yeah, that's one I really want. Other than maybe him. Oh, Boomer. That's true, J. Allen. Boomer Esiason. That's a good... Yeah, I hadn't thought about him. That's a good one, too. Quentin Nelson to 50 for the Colts. That is Mike Boone to 75 for the Vikings. Yeah, like, how could we forget Boomer? Or how could I forget Boomer, I should say. T.O., yeah, T.O.'s not bad either. As far as signatures go, that's to 100. As far as players go, he was quite good. Kind of weird, but quite good. We have Cameron Jordan to 25 for the Saints. Well, T.O. would, I mean, maybe he would be a 49er, but you never know. I mean, like with the Hank Aaron that we saw earlier in Dynasty, Topps bounces around with him. Sometimes he's a Brave, sometimes he's a Brewer. They do the same thing with Rod Carew. Sometimes he's in as a Twin, sometimes he's in as an Angel. Jaleel Scott relic for the Baltimore Ravens. Here comes another one for the Green Bay Packers. It is Jamon Moore again. This is a die cut numbered to 100. You've got another Jamon Moore relic. Here's what I was expecting we might find since we had a 250 points card. What do you want to bet this is signed when we flip it? I'm thinking, yeah. It is numbered to 75, and yes, indeed, Baker Mayfield with a little ink on there. How about that, Cleveland Browns? Oh, yeah. Hey, Scott's here. Hi, Scott. I do not know if Jaleel Scott is any good, nor do I know if he is hurt. I have not watched the Ravens play a lot because I don't get very many of their games in my market. So I do try to watch some of the recaps, especially since Lamar's been playing, because that's really my main interest in the Ravens is Lamar. It's numbered to 25, Antonio Callaway and the Browns. But I don't know about Jaleel Scott. Royce Freeman to 75, Broncos. The Jags, poor Jags. Leonard Fournette to 100. Christian McCaffrey, now there's a man who's been playing well recently. Numbered to 25 for the Panthers. For the 49ers, Richie James to 100. Fishman says, uh-oh, he hasn't seen an autograph for the Steelers yet tonight. He's feeling a little nervous because we're getting, we're getting into the case. We're 3/4 of the way done. Don't give up hope yet, Fishman. Let's go and try to, still try to pull it out here. This is numbered to 10. Leonard Fournette for the Jags with the nice relic. A redemption. We'll check it out right at the end of the break. If we have any others, we'll flip them all at the end of the break. Then we will go to the Panini website, check out the team affiliations to verify it. Most of the time we know where they go, but that will still make it all nice and official. We'll also find out at that point what it's numbered to after we do the redemptions. Then we'll give away the points. Melvin Gordon, Chargers to 10. Still having nightmares about the Chargers. Not Melvin Gordon because he was, hurt, but everybody else on the Chargers who just burned us for 20 million points last week. Sony Michel to 75 for the Patriots. The big man, Mo Hurst to 100 for the Raiders. We got to play the Raiders this weekend, and I don't know what that's going to be like either. Mercy, mercy. Scott, flawless tomorrow night. Does that sound right, guys? I think so. Or are the mixers tomorrow night and flawless is Sunday? I don't know, Scott. Didn't we go over this last night? I don't remember it. We went over it tonight and last night, and I still can't remember it. That is awful. Ricky Williams to 35 for the Dolphins. But I tell you what, I will look, and then I will tell you, because I really can't remember. It's either Saturday or Sunday. Hang on. Hang on, brother. It is tomorrow. It is tomorrow, yes. So tomorrow night is the full-size helmets, 2015 black gold half case, and the half case of Flawless Collegiate. Yes, is all tomorrow night. It is sad that I can't retain that for more than 5 minutes, isn't it? Mike Hughes comes out for the Vikings. That is numbered 250. See, look at this. Jay Allen knows what we're breaking. He's like, yes, your mixers are Sunday. You got that tomorrow night. I know. I can't retain it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Pat Mahomes for the Kansas City Chiefs, numbered to 100. And why couldn't that have been signed, right? That's the real question. Well, it's a Broncos kind of night, isn't it, in this case? This is numbered to 100. It's Deshaun Hamilton, and it seems like it's about the 500th hit for the Broncos. It's probably not really 500 because there aren't even 500 cards in here. But there have been a lot of Broncos hits so far. All right, we are on the next to last, and we do still have a redemption to flip as well. So, Scott, it looks like, by the way, that the snow is going to come around and, and miss us. So we're not going to have, I don't think, any snow. So I know you thought we were because stupid Bill Meck or whoever you saw in the weather said so. But, yeah, sounds like it's moved and now it's not going to hit us. So that's probably good news for you. To 50, Joey Bosa and the Chargers. Kiki, doesn't that look a lot like that would be a 1 of 1 to you? I mean, it's probably not, but looks like it should be. It's to 100. Yeah, see? And it's not. But it looks like the kind of card that should be a 1 of 1. But sadly, it was not. Greg says the Broncos can have a sale. Yeah, they pretty much could. Jaleel Scott to 50 for the Ravens. Sterling Shepard is going to make an appearance for the Giants. It is numbered to 25. Die cut dual color patch. Here come the Saints again. The Saints are numbered to 100 with Alvin Kamara. For the Buffalo Bills, LaShawn McCoy to 50 with a little die-cut relic. Same cutting edge card set that I believe you have your Josh Allen for. Another Josh Rosen. Crazy. This is numbered to 50. That, I think, is our case hit. Although out of the last case, we had 2 case hits. So, could have another one in the last pack. But you know what we do have? Another Baker Mayfield. Holy Moses. And this one is to 10. Oh, how you like me now, Browns? Yeah. Yeah, so Now I'm quite sure that team's going to get paid for. That's who was hanging out. And I said, I'll just let that ride because I think, you know, a person's bid with me before. Oh, I guarantee you I'm getting paid now. I was getting paid probably after the first Baker Mayfield came out. Now that we've got another Baker Mayfield and that one is to 10. Oh, yeah. I don't have to worry about that bill anymore. Yeah. No worries about that. Shaquem Griffin and the Seahawks. So there's a second one that's supposed to be a case hit. And this is 2 cases in a row where we got 2 of them. So I think it must just be 2 a case. That is numbered to 25. Well, the width goes over there. I stacked it in the wrong spot. For the Bengals, we're on Last Box Mojo, by the way. Andy Dalton, numbered to 50. Yes, Last Box Mojo. I forgot to say that, guys, but that is where we are. So we got to, you know, try to... I think that was really the next to last one, I think, had our Mojo, though. Numbered to 100. We did get a Barry Sanders for the Lions, but it's not, you know, it's not a 1 of 1 or anything, but it is still kind of cool. Oh my gosh, Broncos, this is getting kind of crazy. This is numbered to 100, and that's about the 100th card for the Broncos. I have a massive amount of these hits tonight. Aaron Donald and the Rams, that is numbered to 25. That's a nice patch, too, for the Rams. And, of course, Aaron Donald, you know, your main defensive player. Isaiah Oliver, numbered to 100 for the Falcons. And Earl Thomas, to 100 for the Seahawks with a relic. Now, we still have a redemption to flip over, so... Fishman, I know you're hoping it's coming for your Steelers, because I don't think we saw a card for your Steelers out of here tonight, did we? And my Steelers, too. The Steelers, that we both like. And I don't remember seeing any, so I know that was... Everything went to the Broncos tonight. Everything went to Denver. Scott, you already sold the flawless cards. Well, way to go, man. That's good. Already flipped it around, got your money ready to go again. I like it. Jay Allen, well, you said there's no Titans, but yet this could be a Titan. We don't know yet who this is. I'm going to see who it is. It is actually a 49er. It is Dante Pettis, and it is Rookie Jersey Ink for the Niners. So you are correct, sir. We did not find you a Titan, nor did we find a Steeler tonight. But we have a rewards point to give away. We've got this redemption here that we need to verify. So let's roll over here and see what we can get accomplished in that regard. And for those of you who did not get a hit tonight, please, please don't give up entirely, because you know what? You're going to get consolation cards. And I know you're like, oh yeah, that blows. But you know what? Sometimes you have some luck with consolation cards. So some of you in here even have had luck with consolation cards in the past. So don't just totally be like, yeah, I'm totally out of luck. You could still have some luck there. So I know it's not the same, but don't give up hope is the point. Rookie Jersey Ink. Because all that stuff that goes out the door, you know, somebody gets it. Somebody gets hits out of it. I don't always know who it is, but somebody does. So card number 16, Dante Pettis for the 49ers is going to be numbered to 100. So let's get that all labeled up. We have a 250 rewards point card that we're going to give away. And that means, what does that mean? That means, first of all, I got to click in the right place. And then I got to come along behind you and grab it. So we're going to copy all of the team names, and then I'm just going to paste them over here in random.org. And we will do random one single time. Because basically, if I have 9 or fewer items, I do random 3 times. When we have 10 or more items in a list, I just do random the 1 time. So we're going to drop these in. I'll scroll through it. You can see that all 32 of our teams are here accounted for. And yeah, whoever comes out in the number 1 position after I hit this little button that says randomize is going to get those points. So good luck, everyone, on that. And it ends up going to the Colts. The Indianapolis Colts are taking home our 250 point card tonight. Fishman says, yeah, this one wasn't as good. I know. I mean, the assortment in this one definitely skewed towards the Broncos. I think our last case was not as skewed towards one team or another. So, yeah, I was hopeful that this would be a little bit less skewed towards one team. But, I mean, we all know they come out that way sometimes. Not just Panini either, Topps as well. But anyway, let's review it and see what we do have. Tyler's here too. Hi, Tyler. All right, so for the 49ers, we have the redemption for Dante Pettis. That is numbered to 100. We had a 250 rewards point card come out, and we used random.org to award that. It went to the Colts. Now, we're not going to look at the numbering on everything again because we did that going through the first time, but we will buzz back through and give you one more look at the front of every card. So that's Deshaun Hamilton for the Broncos, Jaleel Scott for the Ravens, Deshaun Hamilton number 2 for the Broncos, Lil Pat Mahomes for the Chiefs. We have Mike Hughes coming out for the Vikings. Nice Ricky Williams for the Dolphins. I like that one too. Fournette and the Jags, Richie James for the 49ers. I like the Christian McCaffrey for the Panthers. There is one of 2 Baker Mayfields. We are going to flip this over because it is numbered to 75, and it's, you know, it's Baker, so we better take another look at it. This is one of our case hits. It is Shaquem Griffin. It's numbered to 25 for the Seahawks. We ended up, I think, with a couple of quote-unquote case hits out of here. Sterling Shepard for the Giants. And then we have Earl Thomas for the Seahawks. Isaiah Oliver and the Falcons. The nice Aaron Donald for the Rams. That was pretty low numbered. We'll flip it too for the same reason. It's numbered to 25. And here's a Baker that is numbered to 10. Crazy. To 10 for the Browns. There's our other case hit. It's Josh Rosen for the Cardinals. That one numbered to 50. The Buffalo Bills have a LaShawn McCoy die-cut relic. Alvin Kamara for the Saints. The Patriots have Patrick Chung. Then we have Devonta Freeman for the Falcons. Royce Freeman for the Broncos. There's another Seahawk with Rashad Penny. Here are the Broncos again. Demaryius Thomas. There's another Baker Mayfield. You ended up with 3 Baker Mayfields out of here. 2 autographs and a relic. Not too shabby. Case Keenum, I forgot he was in here as well as a Bronco, numbered to 5. Mark Walton comes out for the Bengals, that to 50. There's Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills with your nice tricolor relic. John Kelly, the rookie, out for the Rams. Ozzie Newsome, as if the Browns didn't have enough nice hits. There's another one with Ozzie Newsome. And the Broncos backing up the Brinks truck. Another Deshaun Hamilton. Saquon Barkley, nice big relic out for the Giants. The Bengals have Malik Jefferson. The 49ers have Roger Craig. Jamon Moore and the Green Bay Packers. Jaleel Scott for the Ravens. That is Cam Jordan to 25 for the Saints. Cortland Sutton for the Broncos once again. Sony Michel and the Patriots. Hayden Hurst for the Ravens. Another Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills. And this Charles Haley's really cool, I think. That's numbered to 100 for the Cowboys, and I like Charles Haley, so I think that's cool. Christian Kirk for the Arizona Cardinals. The Bengals hit with Joe Mixon. Then we have Alvin Kamara again for the Saints. and Neil Smith for the Kansas City Chiefs. Another Josh Rosen, that one with a little ink and numbered to 25. Carolina Panthers with DJ Moore. And then the last of the hits is also Jaleel Scott for the Ravens. So, yeah. All right. So, now I got to catch up here on chat. Okay. So, Don is happy. Fishman is not happy because he didn't get anything in this one, so I can understand that. And and Latchman says, "Oh man, this product doesn't like me." I'm so sorry, Latchman. I don't know. Jay Allen says the same thing. He's like, "Oh, I like the product, but it doesn't like me." I'm paraphrasing. I know. So, Jay Allen, we still don't have any cards for you on this one either. Man, we got to figure this sort of thing out for you guys, don't we? Oh, and I can show them to you as long as we don't still have, there was somebody who didn't want a spoiler, and help me out, guys. It was Thomas, right? Thomas, are you still in chat? And if so, is it going to spoil it for you if we show some cards out of Dynasty? Because I know you didn't want to know. So we'll kind of wait and see if Thomas is still here so we don't spoil anything for him. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for that, we'll go ahead and buzz through this again. So once again, guys, Dynasty, even though that says will be out no later than Friday. I mean, it will be out no later than Friday, but it should be a lot faster. There's hardly any cards in that break, as you know, so it should be pretty quick. And the paid shipping break should be out the door no later than Tuesday. That's Obsidian. And what else do we need to know? Consolation cards sounds like are going to be in play in both products tonight. And here's how that works. If your team was not pulled at all, you didn't get a base card, you didn't get one single tiny thing, you are still going to get consolation cards. They are going to be mailed out with the rest of the break. I do keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period. So if you have any others that you might be due from a free shipping break, which typically the free shipping breaks, guys, I hold your consolation cards until the next package unless you ask me to do otherwise. So those of you who are in that free shipping break, your stuff, your consolation card, I'm going to hang on to till the next time you have a package going, unless you write me and say, hey, I don't want to wait. Obsidian people, your consolation goes out with the rest of the break. And if you have any other consolation that you're due from prior free shipping breaks, those would be in the same package going out at that same time. Our upcoming breaks, the ones that already listed on eBay that you can jump into that are going to be ending here over the next few days are tomorrow night, the Leaf Autograph full-size football helmets, full case of them, which is 3 of those full-size helmets. Back half of a case of 2015 black gold football and the back half of Panini Flawless Collegiate Basketball. On Sunday, it's a couple of mixers. Top Strata Football, boxes from 2012, 13, 14, and 15, and an 8-box NBA mixer. And that's products ranging all the way from 2012, 13 up through 2017, 18. In both cases, if you guys look at the listing description, I give you all the details on what exactly is being opened in each of those. On Monday night, we'll open another case of Dynasty and another case of Obsidian. Tuesday night is an off night. Wednesday, we got a bunch of stuff coming out Wednesday. You know, right? Another reason Tuesday has to be an off night. I got to make sure everything's shipped out before we launch into Wednesday. Because Wednesday, we've got 3 new products coming. It is Playbook Football, which they took a break from last year, didn't produce it in 2017, but it's back for 2018. We will open an 8-box inner case of that. We will open a 12-box case of Leaf Metal Draft Baseball and a half case of Panini Elite Extra Edition Baseball. So all 3 of those are new release products for Wednesday. We're going to bust into all 3 of them Wednesday night. There's going to be another load of new products that are going to come on Friday of next week. I think we get Revolution Basketball and Bowman Draft Baseball coming out Friday. So Overall, we're going to have a big week next week with 5 new product releases, and still we'll be finishing up other stuff that we've already got on hand. So we're going to be busy. That's the moral of that story. Okay, so I think that Thomas must not be here, so I think we're probably not going to spoil anything for him. I know he did not want to see these, but he hasn't piped up and said anything, so I'm going to assume that he's probably wandered on off. So, and I'm going to show you these again. Anybody that doesn't want to know, this is the Dynasty break from earlier. Look away if you don't want a spoiler. So that was to 5 for the Red Sox. We had the Mets out numbered to 10. Then the Indians to 5. The Astros to 10. And then the 1 of 1 Hank Aaron, but it is actually a Brewer, Milwaukee Brewers, as you see there written on the card, with who he played for the last 1 or 2 seasons of his career. So there you go. That is the Dynasty. Okay. So, all right. So, Jay Allen, you said you're done with the high price stuff. Yeah, you only want to get in on the stuff that is not quite, sometimes it just depends, guys. I mean, it's all about the return on investment. So, when you get into one of the higher price breaks, obviously, you've got to hit more to come out ahead. So if you don't hit a lot, or you don't hit anything, or you don't hit as much, yeah, it's definitely harder to come out ahead on the higher price stuff. On the flip side, you get lucky, you do hit a lot, or even you hit one that's the right card and low numbered, you can make back what you spent on 5 breaks out of 1 card. So there's pluses and minuses, obviously, to both. To the high-end stuff, there's the plus side is just what I said. You can hit 1 card that might pay for 5 other breaks or 10 other breaks, but you also might go 5 or 10 breaks where you don't hit anything. So that's the good and the bad of that. And similarly, on the lower price stuff, you might hit a ton of stuff, but it takes hitting more to cover your buy-in. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't sell as high. So there's a push-pull, good and bad to both. The bad part for any of it, of course, is when you don't hit. That's not fun. When you do hit is fun. So that's the moral of the story on any of them. It's fun when you hit, not so much fun when you don't. Hopefully we'll get you guys out of a rut and make it a little better for you with some hits here coming up pretty soon. So, Latchman, I like Absolute Basketball as well. I had an opportunity to buy some more, but honestly, basketball has just been terrible for me out of 18-19. I think other than Prism, I have lost money on every single thing we have opened for 2018-19 basketball. So Hoops and Donruss and Certified and Absolute, every case of that we've opened, I have lost a few $100s. So, Prism is the only one I haven't lost money on. So I may bring in some more Absolute if the price goes down a little bit, or I can find another case somewhere at a slightly lower price so that I can at least break even. I would love to open more of it. I think it's an awesome product, but I can't keep opening a bunch of it and losing all my money. So at some point, it's like diminishing returns. You got to go, yeah. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll bring in any more or not, but if I find some at the right price, I might. So, all right, kids, that is it for me tonight. So thank you guys and gals for joining me. Hopefully I will see some or all of you tomorrow night for our Flawless Collegiate Basketball and Black Gold Football from 2015 and our Leaf Autographed helmets. So that's what we'll be into tomorrow night. And I guess until then, take care. We'll stay warm, stay out of the snow or the rain, as the case may be. And see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.